So, we're gonna watch an old video that I never posted on YouTube. Um, and I'm going to point out the reason why, and it's such a small moment, but I was watching this video today and I was like, man, I wish I would have posted it because it's not a bad video. I probably could have added a little bit more context. I probably could have answered a question, but, you know, it's fine. Let's watch it. So, I got the Godox VSA 19K. Man, because it's been sitting outside waiting for me to come home because I was at work. It's really warm. You guys hear it? Look at that. Did you guys hear it? Pay attention, you might hear it again. That big old gun, man. Does it not come with cables or something to turn it on? I need a Godox light. What's funny is that I thought I needed a Godox light because I was reading through the manual. I thought that the spotlight was an actual light. I didn't realize this. I mean, it says it in the name, Godox Spotlight Attachment. I remember looking up YouTube videos and I could not find like any reviews on it. The only videos that were popping up were people who were using it during a photo shoot or during a video, session, and it was already set up. They weren't like putting it together, talking you or walking you through the process, none of that. So I immediately was like, oh, it's probably just a light then. So I bought it because it's pretty expensive. It's like 400 and some change, like at least 450 and some change. But yeah, this is that moment where I was like, where's the cables at? What's going on? And it's funny that I actually captured it on camera because it would have been pretty sad if I didn't. It's just one of those moments that you had to be there to, to know. So I captured it for the world to see, which I never put out. Sad. But yeah, I'm looking through the manual and I'm like, oh my God, I need to get a Godox light. But that shows you how much of a newbie I was back then with the video stuff. Because if I would have known any better, you don't need a Godox light because it has the Bowens mount attachment. But because the manual said that, I literally went out and got a Godox light. You're gonna see right now. I just bought this without knowing that, which is really dumb on my part for not doing more research. And yeah, so now I can't utilize this thing until I get... There goes the fire alarm beeping. Light.
One eternity later.
When I got the Godox VSA 19K, I had a hard time pronouncing that. I didn't realize that it was a light attachment. For some reason, I thought that the whole thing was an actual light. It's been a few days. I finally got the light. And we're going to open up the light now. I got Godox VL150. So let's see how this functions together. And we're finally going to put it all together and see how it works. I think I waited like... I can't remember, like... 4 days for the light to show up finally. So I was just anxious for this light to show up finally. Me using it during a photo shoot. This is probably like, the way these photos came out, this is probably one of my best photo shoots to date, especially because of my color grade choice. I loved it. That was honestly a pretty creative video. I liked it. You ever like look back at things from your past and you're always like, damn, like I was actually really creative. What the heck happened? That's how I feel right now watching this video, especially since I posted a video the other day and it wasn't that creative. It was honestly meant for TikTok, but I chopped it up for a YouTube video and I just, you know, put it up because something in me was like, just push yourself to post something and don't look back, and that's what happened. So that way I can, you know, find the courage to continue to do more videos and post them and not look back, you know, and just let the world do its thing. So the footage you saw right now was me using the light with the Godox Spotlight Attachment in my first photo shoot. We were doing like a Halloween. Okay, side note, but I look so different. I used to shave, you know, everything on my face, and I want to say this last year and a half, I kind of just been experimenting to see how far things can go. I can't grow a beard, but I could get like a little bit of hair on my chin and a little mustache going, and I let the hair on my head grow out a little bit more and stop doing the traditional haircut that I've always done, which is like a clean cut with the side part kind of thing. But it's just crazy looking back. Like I look so young. Shoot, we threw around a couple ideas together, and this is what we got. But yeah, I'm gonna insert the pictures here right now so that way you can see what the outcome is. I think it definitely helped dope do pictures different than just
love the grade on the ones to the left.
You know, like it helped become way more creative. I'm sure it's gonna help out in a lot more shoots. Actually, you can use it for video too. I had a buddy of mine who I'm helping out. He asked me to help him get a couple of clips, and we just decided to use the light because why not? I mean,
why not?
It's gonna add variety to his video.
Shout out Demon Ship Music.
This is probably
Ruben Doros, one of my best friends. Since it's on Demon Ship, I just want to say that we have actually used it on his first music video, which was Pull the Lever, which is what you're seeing right now on screen. There was another scene that is more known for that video where we used a red spotlight, which was just a red gel over the spotlight. And then we used it on one of his latest music videos. Can't think the name off the top of my head right now, but we were actually at One Take Studios that was built by Jacob Owens. Shout out him, such a dope studio. They had, you know, it's an environment with controlled lighting. They had the Aperture F22Cs. If you don't know what those are, they're flexible LED mats with RGB capabilities, controlled by an app that was controlled inside of an iPad, which we were allowed to use. So, you know, we were messing around with the lights. We threw on blue overhead, and then I used the gold reflector and used the spotlight to shape it into like a small cone of light and bounced it off the gold reflector, which, you know, bounced back into the artist, and it looks so dope. That was probably one of my favorite ideas I've done, but, you know, it couldn't have been possible without the studio. But still, just that spotlight comes in handy, and since 2022 to 2024, I'm still using it. So, you know, it's definitely getting my money's worth.
one of my favorite things I've bought so far. I would definitely recommend it for all you creative photographers, videographers. Just make sure that you buy the light first. I'm assuming it could be any light, obviously, as long as it has the bones mount attached.
See?
You know?
I figured it out.
Lock into place on the back of the spotlight. That was my mistake. I thought it was a light. Do not do that mistake like me. So learn from my mistakes. That's what this video is sort of for. Yeah, and I hope that this helps out a little bit on whether you're going to purchase it or not. It was something that I kept looking on YouTube and I couldn't really find videos about it or what to do, you know. And if anybody wants me to do a full video on how everything works, I'll be happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to try to get more videos of me doing shoots with it and stuff like that, and, you know, just put it all out there.
Which I don't think I did.
Everybody can see,
So don't follow me at Images by Manual. That profile is gone. That's an old one. My new one is right here. Okay. One thing I want to say is I never made a follow-up video on how to set it up.
And that's because I never posted this video, obviously, because of that one dumb reason. I should have just posted it. Who cares? I should have just let people roast me in the comments for my fire alarm beeping. Like, I'm sorry, I grew up Mexican. Like, you know, I never even noticed it. Even when I first made the video and I watched it back, I didn't even notice that. I sent it out to my friends and they all were like, yo, this is dope. Like, post it. Except for one person was like, yeah, you know, I like it, but that fire alarm beeping is bothering me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I watched it back and paid attention. I was like, oh my goodness, how embarrassing, you know? And yeah, to all the other friends that didn't notice, like they must be living with their fire alarms beeping too or something. Like, what the heck? So anybody whose fire alarms are beeping, you know, change it. As you can tell, it hasn't beeped once right now. If it did, I would be pretty mad, but you know, change them and you're gonna notice a big difference. You'll be sleeping better at night too. Like, yeah, you get used to it, but I don't know, it makes a big difference when it's not beeping. But yeah, you know, if you guys want a video of me showing you setting up the Godox VSA 19K, then spotlight attachment, then I can do that. I can show you guys all the gobos I have. I can show you the gels I got. I bought like the biggest package I could get just to make sure I had all these different options. So if anybody wants a video on that, I'd be happy to do that. So yeah, just let me know. But until next time, guys.